Hey guys, how's it going? This is William Mars for Sim Racing Paddock, and I know that my voice sounds a little different. I'm currently working over a cold, and yeah, I'm in the tail end of that, but I know a lot of you guys have been waiting for the career mode for me to do sort of a walkthrough of it, and now today's the time. Hello, Stiggy and AK1504. Good to see you back in the stream. So, I did a little bit of experimenting with the career, but let's start from scratch. So, deleting that career, I only had 2 races under my belt in that. So, let's go to new driver, and it allows you to enter your first and last name. For the sake of realism, let's just go with my real name. So, Stiggy, what's interesting though is you don't have to start off with carts. So if you look here, the ladders. So you can either go in the uh, IndyCar ladder, which is the open wheel. You can go into the sports car racing ladder. You can go into the karting and into GT racing. Or you can start up with the Janetta and take place in the touring car or do rallycross. So I'm kind of an open wheel guy myself. I really enjoy that. So let's start off with the Formula C. Okay, 1504 AK. Good to hear. So let's watch. Okay, then thought there might be a little more. So we have 2 series we could take part in. There's the Euro Championship, which is Brno, Donington Park, Imola, Oschersleben, and Le Mans Bugatti Circuit. Or we can go with the US, which is Indianapolis, COTA, Road America, Sonoma, and Long Beach. So, okay, I want to talk about something interesting as well. So, I took part, or wait a second. Oh, yeah, we're into Formula C. Okay, so let's try US because I know those tracks a little more. And let's look at rules and regulations. So the series has its own standard rules. So each round consists of 3 sessions, 1 practice, 1 qualifying, 1 race. Race grid placement, best qualifying time starts with a standing start. Okay, top 10 finishers receive points. Fastest qualifier, fastest lap, and also points are assigned to team championship. So we get to choose our team. I like the look of the GenCon mobiles myself. I nearly went insane realizing you can't skip races even if you're disabled to allow restarts options. So contract offer. So excited at the prospect of you joining Team GenCon Mobile next season. Confident that the team is in a strong position to challenge for wins. Okay. Let's go with that. Got an achievement. This is the start. Okay. So this is the interface. Looks kind of similar to Project Cars 1, but it looks slightly different too. Still has an Autosport like affiliation. New email, so welcome. And getting started. Okay. So the new thing is manufacturer drive. So as you gain affinity towards specific manufacturers, you can get manufacturer drives. So that's interesting. Invitational events, historic, track special, low grip, road, and supercar. So looks like complete 100 laps in career to unlock this event. So you unlock them as you progress through the career. Progress and settings, lifetime goals, trophies. Accolades, career settings, current settings, my career. Okay. Hello, Turbo Power. Good to see you in the stream. So let's get started with the first event. So I'm just going to turn off practice and turn on qualifying. Interesting. So can be 6 lap. You can turn up the length. Let's just do 10 laps. Let's go full length. Career settings, 60 and 50. That should be okay. I did turn on allow restarts because there aren't too many incentives to justify turning it off. And also, AI and project cars can be erratic. Hence, when I talked about in my review. So let's just give this a go. So Formula C, I believe, is equivalent to like the Formula Mazda or something like that. I need to put my seat back a little bit. 37-mile-an-hour pit speed limiter. Just feels way too slow for a track this size. But let's see how this goes. I just realized my WDM is lowercase. I might need to fix that later. But a lot of detail in this car. Chassis number, model number. It'd be interesting to see if that's different based on different cars. Hello, Dave Blankiston. I apologize if I got your name wrong. But, okay. I accidentally have pits like that mapped. Okay. I'm doing pretty well, getting over a cold, but all in all, doing okay. How about yourself? So let's see how this car feels. Missed braking point a bit, cold tires. But man, this feels very oversteer prone. Gonna be an exciting car to drive for this career. A bug in qualifying. Huh. Hello, Kabir. Nice to see you in the stream. Thank you for joining. Yeah, you can go ahead and ask me a silly question. You might get a silly answer. I totally missed my breaking point there. Ow. J-247, yes, I am using the Formula rim. One sign in the stream, if you listen closely, my Formula rim is a lot more clicky because I use the CryoSim paddles. El Bucho 1, I'd say that it is definitely more towards the simulation side. Force feedback, yes, Tradesman 1000, it is kind of dead default, especially for this car. Some cars have great force feedback, but yeah, the only reason I'd say you might not want to get this is AI can be a bit crazy at times. Driver mod gaming, as mentioned before, it's definitely closer to the simulation side. I won't say it's like perfect simulation, but it's definitely a lot better, like akin to simulation than Project Cars 1. For the record, I hate that word simcade. It just gets used so wrong nowadays. Thrustmaster TMX, for the value, I'd say it's definitely better than G29, especially if you look at the suggested retail prices. And the G29, my biggest issue with the G29 is there just wasn't much in the way of improvement in like regarding versus the G25 and G27. It just felt like, oh, they added a couple more buttons and changed the number on it. And also removed the shifter, which I'm mad about. Compared to Assetto Corsa and iRacing, I'd say in terms of low-speed corners, this does feel actually more authentic than Assetto Corsa and iRacing. Assetto Corsa and iRacing always have had some weird low-speed corner behaviors, which I never was a true fan of because it didn't agree with reality. And then in this, it definitely feels like you can tell where Slightly Mad Studios' engine was influenced by the ISI motor, and especially like the ISI motor 2.5. So this, in my opinion, has some elements that are better than Assetto Corsa and iRacing. Still not perfect, though. Dang, I thought that was a decent lap. You have to push a bit with this AI. Driver Mod Gaming. ISI motor is the underlying game engine that powers titles such as Automobilista, R Factor, R Factor 2, GTR, GTR 2, GT Legends, Race 07, GTR Evolution, Race Room Racing Experience. It's the underlying video game and physics engine. Seems tires are not getting into upper temps real quick. Yeah, that's one of the struggles with Indianapolis in general, I think, because Indianapolis, you have like 3 or 4 long straights. But yeah, it might be a little slow to heat up, and that's one thing I've also noticed in project cars. Sometimes tires don't heat up too quickly. Because I would guess should be around like 160, 170, but they're doing pretty well right now. I don't know what tire temps should be in these cars. But I'm at the pole right now, so that should be good for us. Got a good lap in. But the tires are showing like green and teal, so that could be solid. So green is sort of like the ideal temps, I think. So we're showing some decent temps. Dave, I did play a little bit with the controller, and I noticed a bit that the brake was really touchy for me. It seemed having some issues. Random call sign seems to think entry and exit speeds are too high. I can't really speak for that too much because, again, I've never driven this car in real life, but I wouldn't be surprised. Too much grip? I don't think so. In the earlier builds, like in the earlier build I had, I would have said so, but in this one, I almost think at times it's like too little grip. The cars feel very on edge, which I don't know if that's like due to the nature of the race car or what, but yeah, you have to actually fight the cars now, which is a huge improvement over Project Cars 1, but yeah, that too much grip comment just doesn't sit well with me. Do you know if he's playing on the Xbox One, PC, or PS4 version? Because I've heard sometimes the console versions have had issues as well in terms of that. Turbo power, I think the issues are also on consoles. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Almost lost it there. I have not checked out the Jack Spade files yet, so I might need to look at that. Almost out of fuel, so this will be my last lap. Kabir Advani, how I got into sim racing. It started when I was a kid. My dad bought NASCAR Racing 1999 season when I was 6 years old, and I didn't have a wheel. I didn't even have a gamepad, so I was just playing on the keyboard. I had no clue what the heck I was doing. I just thought it was fun to wreck the cars and paint them. And then after a while, I got into different games. And then when I was about 14, I think, I got into Gran Turismo 3. And I was like, yep, this is what I was missing. And then I decided, okay, I'm going to look into the simulations. I got NASCAR Sim Racing back in 2007, I believe. And then got NASCAR 03, got iRacing, I got R Factor, GTR. I just dove deep in the rabbit hole. Okay, so yeah, I knew I was out of fuel. I said that was my last lap for this. So let's go back to pit box. So somebody said there might be a glitch if I skip to end. So let's see. Joe Wiley, it is, as mentioned before, some solid improvements over. Okay, qualified 5th. Okay, but yeah, some parts in it, Project Cars 2 do feel better than Assetto Corsa in my mind. Assetto Corsa and iRacing really have some low end grip issues, and this, in my opinion, feels closer to R Factor 2 in terms of low corner. High downforce, I think Assetto Corsa has it beat. Multitasking genius and maybe multitasking stooge. But let's hope this race goes well. We're likely going to hit some first corneritis, though, unless I really got a good start, which it looks like I did. Going up on the inside. Almost hit the brake too soon. I really hope I don't get hit up the rear. Looks like we got a good start. And it looks like the rest of the field did too in my mirrors. So that's pretty good. Cold tires a bit. Whoop. So I think, yeah, the tires start off light green. There might be tire blankets on or something. And then as you progress, it gets to darkerish green. So maybe that's what's going on. Oh, whoa. Yeah, a lot of oversteer right there. Come on. Whoop. Yeah, that's my fear of the career mode right now, because the AI definitely can be erratic at times. But hey, we made it through first corner all right, and it looks like the field's doing pretty well, but right now they're playing catch up. Do I think graphics have changed a lot since Project Cars 1? Not really. A lot of it does seem similar. I think there are some minor issues with it, though. Or not issues, but minor changes. Where it does look a little more natural in the color palette. Uh, especially for the cars. The cars look slightly less cartoonish, if that makes sense. Uh, Project Cars 1, the visual style looked kind of cartoony, in my opinion. Which is funny, because everyone's raving about how great Project Cars 1 looked. But I think Project Cars 2 looks better because it has a more natural lighting style. Even with the same models, the way lighting is handled can make things look drastically different. So, in my opinion, Project Cars 2 looks slightly better than Project Cars 1. But it does come down to personal preference. I might need to turn up the AI a bit for next race. I'm not sure. One of the frustrating things with the AI, though, is definitely you have to tweak it per car. Yeah, the shadows, they are frustrating. So hopefully they fix that. Gran Turismo Sport looks the best, in my opinion. It just looks incredible from what I've seen. I haven't played it yet, but from what I've seen, it just looks mind-blowing. I'm hoping it plays as good as it looks, though, because I'd love to see that. I'm not going to hold my breath because I've been burned by the Gran Turismo series, but yeah. But, oh man, Gran Turismo Sport, that's a looker. And Forza definitely looks solid. It's a close second. In terms of rain, if you think of the rain effects, it does also really factor that in. So, yeah. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I hit that curb. Don't stall it. Well, that sucks. There goes my gap. Got distracted a bit. Let's see if we can mount to come back. It's a 10-lap race, guys. So let's see how this goes. Now we have to battle a bit. I'm going to see if I can get the preferred line to this next corner. Oh, he backed off. Okay. Were I a Gran Turismo Forza kid, I started off Gran Turismo, and then around after Gran Turismo 5, I switched over, kind of. I played both, but definitely Gran Turismo was what I sunk more hours into at first. But Gran Turismo sound is horrible as hell. It's kind of funny because when I was a kid, I found it so easy to overlook the sounds. Now that I'm older and am truly appreciative of how cars sound, it's like, oh my god, how did I listen to that back in the day? Yeah, the first time I played Forza Motorsport 5 was actually at Darren Ganji's house. He had his his TX set up, and he was like, okay, well, I want you to try Forza 5. and let me know your thoughts on it. So I was like, okay. Come on. That was not a good move on my part. Hello, Shavat84. I have it set to 60% AI strength and 50% aggression. I'm going to try flat out here. Nope, didn't make up much ground. Come on. Oh, come on. I was on his side. So, yeah, that's sort of, like, if you think about one of the minor gripes I have with the AI, sometimes they just don't acknowledge your existence. Hot Wheels track expansion. I want to try that out for Forza Horizon because somebody actually Lumos Hardkiller gifted me the Hot Wheels expansion and Forza Horizon 3, which was definitely awesome of him. And I think that would be fun to just do a goofy live stream. Like, just goof off, have some fun. Hello, Digital Burger. Good to see you back in the stream. And Kelvinder Singh, nice to see you. And it looks like they're starting to battle a bit for the lead. I'm sorry, I'm trying to keep up with the chat, but I'm also trying to focus on the track. Okay, I'll have a second to read. Fine qualifying or lapping faster in the race. I'm not sure. GT1 in this game. I've done a test drive with it, and it's like, oh yes, that's one of the reasons I loved Gran Turismo growing up. And it's like, yes, you can really enjoy it in here. Oh, Felipe Lima, thank you for subscribing. Trying to see if I can grab this preferred line. Nope. Let's see if I can draft him on the front straight. Actually, I have a run. Except, I'm getting forced on the outside. Come on. Ooh, backfire right in my face. Thank you, William Barnfleth V, for subscribing. Trying to outbrake him. Clip that apex. Suntiri, I've had that issue where I get freezed up, and I don't know. I had that issue with my i7 build, but not with my Ryzen build. Say on Park, I didn't realize I had damage turned off. I had it turned on, but okay, like I should be able to turn it on next race. I wonder if it took settings from an online race I took part in before, and it just attached that to the career. So, I didn't mean to have damage off. Sounds in Project Cars 2 are excellent, for the most part. In some of the cars, they do come off sounding digitized and Gran Turismo-like.
Well done, you're into the lead. Keep it up, keep it up.
Okay, back in the lead. Yeah, he was next to me. I didn't want to push too hard. The sound in GTR in Forza Motorsport 7 demo, yeah. Oh, that sounded great. That sounded close to race room status, in my opinion. So we have 3 laps to go. We'll just take it easy, and I think we'll get the W. Race room racing experience sounds are some of my favorite, bar none, for sim racing right now. Syncing problems on Windows. I'm not sure. Or I'm trying to read it. Windows 10 store. That's weird, Kabir. I haven't had that issue, and I've played the demo like 5 times. Driver Mod Gaming. I drive a 2013 Volkswagen GTI Autobahn. And it's a 6-speed. The only modifications I have on it right now are aftermarket Motegi racing rims and a MagnaFlow exhaust that was installed by the previous owner. GPU at 75 degrees Celsius, I think that's all right. I'd say above 85, if you get close to 90, that's where you really would get concerned. But yeah, I had a situation earlier this year where I was eating lunch with friends, and a guy hit my car while I was parked. And it was like, I was having one of my friends leave because she had class. And then she was like, Will, someone hit your car. I'm like, oh no. I look and my bumper's hanging. My tail light on the rear left was destroyed. My left rear rim was damaged. And it's like, oh, but thank God that the guy actually stayed and exchanged insurance information. And I was able to get my car repaired with 0 money out of pocket. And since it wasn't me at fault, they didn't raise my insurance or anything. But yeah, it was about they quoted me $3,000 to repair everything, and I was like, oh. And that's when you make it happy for insurance. Sorry, Kestrel88, it flagged your message. I'm sorry. No, dang it. With 1 lap to go, and story time cost me the win. But yeah, it worked out. Dang it!
Just 1 more lap to go. Keep on it.
The AI is easy, but I don't think I can gain 5 or 4 spots. No, and I pushed too hard. Choked. Thanks for the sub. I'm sorry, I'm not even going to attempt to pronounce that name. Well, that sucks. At least this is a 5-race championship. Yeah, my tires are shot right now. Or maybe not shot, but it's just like, yeah, it's struggling right now. Because I think the grass picked up on the tires. Hey, Fersen, good to see you in here. At least we'll get a top 5, unless I do something monumentally stupid. Which I'm not totally out of the woods yet. Yeah, the 2-packs. Well, a bit of drama, but Yeah. At least we have the manual cooldown lap. But we don't need to take the full lap. So skip cooldown lap. 5th. Same as we qualified. Okay. We got 1 bonus point. Okay, so let's continue. So next race I'll turn on damage and let's see what happens. Spotify distracts me on the other monitor. Yeah, I'm not playing Spotify right now, or else that would be a nightmare. Okay, so that current series. Is there a way to turn on damage? So next up is Circuit of the Americas, which is a circuit I am not too good at. So that should be interesting. I'm not seeing anything to turn on damage. Rules and regulations. Oh, I think it's actually under different settings. So, hold on a second. Let me go to options, gameplay. Let's tire wear authentic. Yeah, this should be where it is. Let's turn off the assists for now. Or, oh, damage type. Here we go. Yeah, mechanical failures. Yeah, thanks, guys. So, let's go back to career. And thank you, Robbie, for subscribing. Okay. So, let us do the round 2 qualifying. Alright, Digital Burger, way to mock me with the with the burger. Ugh. It is currently 11:08 right now. Hey, Lumos, how's it going? Yeah, I'm still enjoying it. I mean, the AI can be kind of crazy, but hey, I'm having fun right now. Gonna try to do live streaming of my progression through career mode, and I'm gonna go back and forth. Like soon, I want to try out the Ferrari DLC for Assetto Corsa, so that'll be like my next major stream, I think.
Remember, you won't have much grip on the outlap. Bring the tyres up to temperature before you start pushing.
Yeah, sometimes the AI does act like that you don't exist. So basically, it's all like. So basically, the AI doesn't act like you exist. Reminds me of me talking to girls in junior high. Whoa! Wow, that was low grip. We definitely need to get heat into these tires. Yeah, I am hoping the AI gets fixes. Man, that's a tight corner. So I'm seeing how the tires get heat in. Just taking a look at some of the analytics, because we can. Gamer muscle, he's more talk than anything. Yeah, tires are blue when cold. Whoa. Whoa. Dang it, that just trashed my wing. I have to go back. That just destroyed my wing, so I guess... whoops. Not my brightest moment. Pay attention to the road. Will, pay attention to the road. Well, I mean, that shows how touchy the damage is, because in some titles, hitting that would not even damage the car. Too long Boyne circuit. Yeah, I would have loved if they used the shorter configuration for this. That would have been a blast. But the long configuration, it's... yeah. The gears can't keep up. Gonna let this guy by. Okay, in that corner, it does feel like there's some of that weird behavior similar to Assetto Corsa and iRacing, where it's like sudden oversteer. But also in this car, it's recommended that you keep a little bit of throttle in the turns. There we go. That was better. So I think I'm just going to do one hot lap, and then I'll just take what I get. Because this isn't going to be a great track for me, I think. Sounds like this one, the map really does come in handy. Here we go. On the throttle, okay. At least we have his draft, so we can see if that'll also help improve my lap time. Whoa. Oh, that curb just sent me shooting. I don't really know what's going on with John and Billy. I try not to follow too much ISR myself, but yeah. AI and force feedback, definitely the two biggest improvements that need to be done. Whoa. Ow. That was my fault.
You've got some aero damage. Box if you feel it's drastically hurting your lap time.
That sucked on my end. I'm just not having good luck this session. Well, I know that like John and Billy, they have their own lives. They are busy with stuff, so who knows? They could just be busy working on a project. Whoa. Dang, these curbs are slippery. I might just have to completely avoid them. Slight frame rate hiccup because I'm streaming. Sometimes you don't get to see that. So I just have to avoid the curbs and turns, I guess. And see how that goes. So yeah, you don't really want to coast in those tight hairpin corners, or else the car just really shoots out from underneath you. You want to be quickly onto the gas, but not too quickly. I need a second streaming rig. Yeah, I could set up my second computer for a second streaming rig or something. Yeah, I'm hoping, like, my goal would be 10,000 subs by the end of the year, which is definitely on the more optimistic side, but who knows, as I start doing more content and really start, like, building up marketing and stuff, I think we're capable of it. So let your friends know about us, our Sim Racing Paddock. Because right now we're only about like 2 or 3 people, but we're definitely building up. Okay, let's get one good lap in, guys. At least one. This is actually neither Die Legende. This is the Formula C, which is in between the two. So I'm being very careful not to hit the curbs because they keep on shooting me off. Whoop! As I hit the curb. Sim Racing Girl going live soon. That's gonna lose me like half my viewers. Wish they would have added better tracks. Another 6 on the way. Yeah, there are some tracks I really wish they would have added. I would have loved to see like Mid-Ohio, Road Atlanta, those tracks. Those would have been great additions to the US roster myself. I know there's some European tracks people would love to see. But I believe European tracks are a lot more represented than America. Thank you for the sub, Max. That was not a good turn. Shocked Sebring isn't there. Yeah, I would have loved to see Sebring. Because Forza Motorsport, they do Sebring pretty well, especially in the rain, and it's like legitimately terrifying at times. Thank you, Howie Hirschhorn. Thank you. Thank you, AJ. Still 4 seconds off? Wow. Let's see what I can do. That was a cut, but I guess we got lucky there. I was just way too ginger there. Yeah, I think this essentially replaces that Formula Golf. Totally missed that apex there. Oh, sorry about the mispronunciation. Yeah, I'm not a fan of Formula A myself. I wish they would have updated it to be closer to modern F1 standards. Because think about it, you're a casual racing fan, you might enjoy watching F1, and logically speaking, you think, okay, Formula A, Formula 1, alright. And then it's like, nope, it's based off of a car that's 6 years old. And you're like, huh? So let's see if we get closer. Oh, we gained 2 seconds, but we're still 2 seconds behind. Yeah, same issue, I guess. Okay, return pit box. Okay, let's see how bad I'm gonna get murdered this race. So, qualified 16th out of 16. This is gonna be fun. So this is like Forza. Start at the back, build your way up. We got this. I didn't think I was going to gain that many spots in the first corner. Trying to watch them and see how they're tackling the racing line. Whoa. That was close. Ah! I was right next to him.
Telemetry is showing aero damage. Your time's full, better come in for repairs.
That might not have been the best place to pass, but it's like, I was next to him into the corner. I had the line. Screw it, I'm restarting the session. Yeah, the AI is nuts. Big move. I just got turned into someone, for crying out loud. Screw it. This should have been why I kept damage off. Third time's charm, guys. Third time's charm. Three wide into the first corner. That's just insanity. They're actually racing side by side. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Little wheel tap. Come on, come on. We got this. We got this. We made it through. Wow, that was dumb of me. Stupid move. Stupid, stupid, stupid! Missed my breaking point. Well, Forza style again. Hi, I am new. Nice to meet you. Yeah, Burka, I totally missed my breaking point there. That was my bad. Well, at least now that the AI is starting to shape up, we can actually simulate a proper race. I'd say it's definitely closer to the simulator style, a lot closer than Project Cars 1. Whoa, whoa, whoa! Not perfect, but definitely a lot closer to sim.
Nice move.
NRO Soko, GT Sport does have VR. Wow, I made that stick. Okay. I'm kind of surprised. Pleasantly surprised, but surprised. Yeah, I know it's not the whole game, but at least it... Whoa! CPU stutter. Don't hit the sign. I had a major CPU stutter there. Or it might have been GPU. Man, we still have 7.5 laps to go. This is a long race.
Probe for weakness. Let him feel your presence. Good job. You're up to P9. Keep catching up number 8.
Dang it!
You've got some aero damage. The lap time starts.
Ah!
Come in.
That sucks! For next race, I'm turning off damage. Like, the AI's just... Ugh. He hit the brakes like a good 200 feet before the mark. I mean, see what happens when one tiny wing contact makes you standing still. Watch this, they're just gonna fly by me.
Hit confirmed. We got that. We'll go.
Okay, I'm just gonna fix my wing. Do I need fuel? So we're just going in to fix the wing. Because we're going to be last anyway. That was painful. One minor mistake. Like... Come on.
Go, go, go!
Okay, we're good. GT Sport will have damage. Like, I think it's very similar to what it had in Gran Turismo 5, though. So I don't think there's any way in heck I'm going to close in on everyone. Are you kidding me? This is just not my race, guys. I'm not good at COTA. You're seeing it live.
You're one lap behind the leader.
I would love to see like a revival of Toka or like a solid grid game. Autosport, it was alright. Physics just felt really weird and had some horrible car sounds. But hopefully, like maybe if they do grid again, they will do it well from what they've learned from the F1 series. Yeah, they had something going with Autosport. It just felt like a bit of missed opportunities. Screw it, it's not going to get any better. I'm taking the DNF for this. We'll go to next race, see how that goes. Because there's no way in heck I was actually going to improve. Okay. Oh, wait, it's having me restart the race? Hold on, I'm turning off the damage. With the AI, it's just too crazy. I'll keep mechanical failures on, though. Okay, so let's see what happens. And I'm going to turn this down to 5 laps. No one likes Dirt Oval. And I have a few friends who might beg to differ on that. Dirt Oval can be actually pretty fun. I'll give it that. So I guess it's giving me a second chance.
Keep an eye on the lights. Control the wheel spin, and let's nail this start.
Another good start. That was a great start. And consider that guy who just went 3 wide into me, that would have ended my race if there was damage already. Here, come on. Side by side. One guy just got standing still right there. Hello, Man Cave Racing TV. Cool to see you in here. Yeah, Richard Spencer, I agree with you on that. Whoa, that guy really tried forcing the issue on me. If you looked in the left rear view mirror. Looks like I might make the move for the lead right here. Side by side. Boom. Clean pass for the lead. There we go. Lost a little ground there. Looks like half my crowd left. I wonder if Sim Racing Girl just went live. I made that joke earlier, but I think that's literally just what happened. Would love to have a title to proper NASCAR title. Yeah, I wholeheartedly agree with that. Because the thing is, oval racing is definitely more challenging than people give it credit for. Sure, it's not like road racing, but ultimately what it comes down to is that in road racing, you're racing the track and then the cars. And then in oval racing, you're really pushing against the cars. Like, you're really close quarters racing. Okay, Dr. 1985. Whoop, 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 whoop. Burka, I blame you. Well, you're still around, Doctor. That was a bit of me going a little overeager. I'll call that going full Senna. To make the last 2 laps interesting. That might be a good idea. So this wasn't intentional. Love that backfire that they just spit out right in your face. Yeah. Whoa, whoa. That curb makes you want to just spin. Did I watch IMSA yesterday at Laguna? Unfortunately, no. But, oh man, I saw on YouTube that last lap pass. Or, it might not have been last lap, but that pass at the corkscrew. Oh, that was insane. Totally just missed my breaking point. And we're side by side again. And he just rammed me. I was as far right as I could go. So you can see why I turned damage off now. Yeah, I had to watch the video of the pass after watching the video of the pass. Whoa, whoa. Rear tire lockup, I think. Okay, final lap, guys. Let's make it count.
Last time round. Keep it clean now and on the black stuff.
But just consider, guys, we started dead last in this race. I think, like, and sometimes 60% AI is definitely too hard for me, but for this car, it does seem easier. So that's one of the frustrating things, that the AI for cars aren't totally like 1-to-1 in terms of difficulty. So 60% for one car would be like 80 or 90% for another. So we might need to find a sweet spot. So race 3 is coming up shortly. But we first need to finish race 2. Yeah, each car is different on the difficulty scale, so that makes things slightly irritating and gives it somewhat of an unpolished feel, if that makes sense.
Now or never. Go for the win. Take it.
I am. Little understeer there. If money was an issue, would I go triple screen or VR? That's tough. Because... No! No! I should have waited to answer that question. Dang it. If money was an issue, I'd say go with both. Triple screens are great for productivity, VR is great for immersion. If you had to pick just one, though... Ah! That was frustrating. But if you had to pick just one, I think maybe for exclusive gaming, VR. If you're looking to do anything else on top of that, go triples. Are you kidding me? I think we have an interesting glitch. So I think we have a glitch. It didn't register my result. Let's try one more time. Wait, I hit retire? Okay, that was stupid of me, but that is so weird. So, in retire, it gives you a chance to restart the race instead of just gives you a DNF. Okay, we get another chance, guys.
Remember, mate, you need to focus.
Third time's the charm, or third time's charm. I did not mean to flip you off. Sorry, sorry. Third time's the charm. Let's just go for the win there. No compromises. Okay, let's do this. Determination! But I want to talk about women! And food! I haven't eaten yet! And it's almost noon! But we're just going to go through this race really quick. Yeah, I realize that. So, yeah, we'll just get the win real here, or the win real quick here. I can only eat if I win a COTA. Dang it, I'm gonna starve. You're gonna see a skeleton at the wheel. That was a good first lap, though. Ooh, I almost spawned there. Caught the slide with one hand. Well, I guess I know COTA now to an extent. Yeah, unless you disabled cooldown lap. Excusing. Carl Pilkington. I've never heard of him. I've heard some people say I look a little like a younger version of Ryan Clark, who's a lead singer in the hard rock band Demon Hunter. But I've never heard of Carl Pilkington. We've got a good gap going, guys. Could I look like Brittany for a second? I have the shaved head. Oh, colleague of Richard Gervais. Okay. Oversteered, and we caught it. Whew. That was a bit of a scare. The Rock or Vin Diesel?
Family. Family's what matters. And driving cars. You know what I put in my tank? Gas.
That's a horrible Vin Diesel impression. So we're gonna be hitting round 3 in a couple laps. Whoop. And the question is, once you finish the championship, do you move up automatically to the next division? Or do you have to do multiple championships? We'll find out. Deja vu. Crap. Still in the leads. Never mind. We'll pass him before the race is over. Here we go.
Final lap. This is the final lap. The guy behind, he's definitely on it. He might try and sneak past in the last sector, so keep pushing it all the way to the line.
Keep pushing. Push! This is my least favorite part of the track myself. He's pushing hard, hard, hard. Whoa, whoa! Slight stutter. There we go. Ran a little wide. No! I'm there, I'm there. Come on. He took the full track. Except I think that mistake on his part is going to give me the win. There we go! I guess that's third time charm? Or was it fourth time? Whoop, whoop. There we go. So, skipped cooldown lap. There we go. We got the win. Continue. So, oh, we're leading the championship points, GenCon Mobile. Highlights were there. Driver roster. And we are leading the championship. Okay. We are 6 points ahead in the championship. Whoop, whoop. Finally, let's get to freaking round 3. And it's Road America, another track I'm not good at. Great win out there. Well deserved. Okay. Whatever you say. Okay, let's go to round 3. We'll do quick qualifying, and then we'll get to the race. How about that? But man, that COTA race was frustrating. Start. Road America's easy. Come on. We'll see. We will see. Some corners, certain cars.
Nice and steady on the outlap. The tyres are cold and the brakes are not up to temperature.
Yeah, it seems like every title suffers from like the mid-corner oversteer to some extent. It's frustrating. So let's see how we do in qualifying. A little wide there. Waiting for the tires to heat up. Hello, Pablo Lopez Navarro. Thank you for joining the stream. Mid corner oversteer.
If we can get a good result here in quali, it'll set us up nicely for the race.
So, slipstream him. Should give us some good toe for the first corner. That kind of botched the first corner. Richard, that cracked me up. Let's see what lap time we get. Should be a good one. So 3 seconds up on second place. Let's get one more lap in. I botched the corner again. So yeah, it feels like if you go all the way off the throttle in this car in the low speed corners, it is going to spin out. So that's one thing I've noticed. Or it's going to try to spin out. Yeah, I think Project Cars 1, in general, the cars just had too much grip, and you could just enter the corners much faster. This, you actually have to battle the car a little more. So you saw, I just let off the entire gas right there, and like, boom, it just snapped on me. Hello, Ryuku MR. I'm not a big fan of the helmet cam myself. So let's do one more lap, see if we can get into the 122s. I mean 222s. Because this is the helmet cam, and it keeps the same FOV. Unless you modify it in settings. Or yeah, 105 field of view, that means you're going to be racing with a triple screen setup. Right now I'm on single screen. Then 105 field of view, what kind of... Alright. That's... Yeah, 105 on a single screen, that's just... Yeah. Okay, so... Let's return to pit box. Skip to ANSI. Up to 9th. Jeesh. Yeah, they just qualify crazy.
Let's try and make up some ground off the line. Keep it clean.
Let's get a good start here. Good start. Thread the needle. I know I'm a nut job, but we're paying off. It's paying off. Woo! Woo! Up to the top 3. Oh man, that was an awesome start. Ha ha! Yeah, Shavat, it sounds like there's something going on where, like, at the end of the qualifying, the AI just turns into aliens. And they are just inhumanly fast or something. Whoa. Oh, dang, I'm in the grass. Whoop! Ow. That kind of stunk. So we're in 8th place right now, but I think we can close in. Outside passing. What? Come on. Good evening, Bartman. I have not tried the 86 in rain on Azure yet. Nope, not yet. Whoa, that just like locked up the rear and all of a sudden just stepped out. No warning. So there might be some weird low speed behaviors at some tracks, as people mention in the comments. Rico, yes, it does make sense, but it's... what's going on sort of just steps out without warning, and you don't even have like half a second to react to it. That's where things get a little iffy. Dang it, a little wide. GT3 race in the snow. That sounds kind of stupid for career. But i5 versus i7 for gaming. If you're not really doing anything in the way of media production, an i5 should be just fine for you. If you're looking to do other stuff, then maybe an i7. What's sort of interesting, because you know how I was talking about how we have wildly different difficulty stuff based on car and track. So this is, I haven't changed the difficulty at all. And it's like, this is a lot more challenging. Same car, but just different track.
That's B8, good job. You have the pace to catch 7.
Whoa, whoa! That might have been my fault. No, give me great race for me, guys. Final lap.
The new personal best. Great job. One more lap to go.
Too hot, too hot. But that corner is so weird. It feels like there's a physical point where it's all of a sudden like...
Good job. You're fastest in Sector 1.
Looks like I might get bonus point for fastest lap. Lap at Nürburgring in snow under 8 minutes. Yikes. That's just nuts. I might have to just dedicate a live stream to get that snow achievement, because I don't think that's going to be easy. Okay, that wasn't a great race. So let's see. So that knocked us... Oh, wait, no, that's points overall. So we're second in the championship now. 14 points back. Paddock, have I driven the R32? Not yet. Okay, so next round in championship is Sonoma. Ugh. Sonoma's my favorite track, don't get me wrong, but Project Cars version's horribly inaccurate. So, email, not the best performance I've seen. So, okay. We'll do the Sonoma race, and then we have one race left in the championship, and we'll see how we finish off. We're currently second. We might be able to win. Because Sonoma's a track I know pretty well. Start. Granted, Pro Car 2 version of Sonoma is different than most other titles versions, but we can at least know the standard layout.
Get a feel for the track and see what you make of the car setup.
Yeah, I haven't been able to test WRC7 yet, so I might contact them and see if I can get a preview build to test. Oh. That is not accurate. Thank you, Ryuku, for the sub. Shavad, I've already done a review and follow-up for Dirt 4. If you want to take a look at that. I've done some extensive looks at Dirt 4. Yeah, I'd love to hit 10,000 subs by the end of the year. So let's see if I can get a good lap in. Will, dirt better than 4? What do you mean by that? Whoops. In my opinion, there are a lot of things for Dirt Rally which are better than 4. It's frustrating because Dirt Rally has better physics, I think. Dirt 4 has better force feedback. If that makes sense. This just feels so unusual compared to every other version of Sonoma that's out there. If they allow for drifting on Sonoma Raceway, I bet you could set up a drift car to run. In real life, they have drifting in the parking lot, where it's not drifting on the actual track. They convert the parking lot and paddock area into a drift track. I've heard some people say they are planning on redoing Sonoma, and I'm like, please. Because, for example, this is supposed to be a drag strip. It's not supposed to have, like, major elevation changes. Drag strips are supposed to be flat. I mean, towards the end, when it's not the NHRA certified part, there is sort of like that uphill portion, but it's not supposed to be wavy during, like, in the drag strip portion. I'm not sure. I think there are a couple more tracks that are laser scanned, possibly Fuji, but I know that Long Beach is one of the ones they put the most effort into, apparently. That's what they told me. I'm not sure what we'll get on the workshop. Maybe liveries. That would be my primary guess. I don't think they're going to release developer modding tools for cars and tracks. So if there will be any, they are going to be unofficial. Scythie, the Ryzen works pretty well, from what you can tell. But jeez. So, yeah, when I left the session, I was posting laps 2 seconds ahead. Now I'm last. But watch, I'm going to be competitive during the actual race.
Okay, mate, let's
Most likely.
try and make up some places here. Keep it clean, keep your wits about you as well. There's a few crazies out there.
Crazies, yeah, everyone. So watch this. Boom. 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 And boom, we've already passed half the field. We're already up to 6th here. Fifth. 4th. Come on. Up to 3rd. Stuffed Shark, I've only had that occur once for me. But yes, that still happened once before. Up to 2nd in 1 lap. Here we go. They usually run wide here. Little love tap. And that's the lead for us. Whoa, whoa! Clip the dirt. And we're still in the lead. Haha! 100% force feedback challenge. When I get an open sim wheel, yeah, I will. Or either that or the AccuForce. Because I'm doing the fundraising thing for the AccuForce review. Because I'm about 90% sure I'm not going to get sent one from Sim Experience. So if you guys want to donate to the cause, the link's below. One thing worth mentioning is I don't think super chats are properly being recognized by the ticker. So if you donate to the streamlabs.com link, the best part about that is I don't think they pull out any percentage. They give the full amount to me, and it gets recognized on the ticker. So yeah, I'm trying to get an in-depth comparison of an open sim wheel versus the AccuForce, because we sure as heck know that Inside Sim Racing's not going to do that. Because I'd love to see an in-depth, unbiased opinion on the AccuForce V2, and since we haven't really gotten that so far, why not do it ourselves? Well, with the Clubsport wheel, it's not really that strong. We have a good run going, guys.
You're currently setting the fastest lap of the race. Keep it
So looks like we'll get a point for fastest lap. But you see sort of what the issue is, qualifying versus race. Because you earn a championship point for qualifying well. And, man, that alien lap thing, that just is frustrating because it artificially creates drama in a sense where you have to battle the cars. Because, consider, if if the qualifying was on par with what we have right now, then I'd be in last place. And obviously I'm not in last. I made up 15 spots in one lap. It's like, what's up with that? Thank you, Shavat, for the subscription. So I might make a video like 5 things I love about Project Cars 2 and 5 things I hate about Project Cars 2. Because there are definitely enough things to make a list like that. Big Gucci, New Zealand. This is Sonoma Raceway.
Than anybody else. Great driving.
It's a poorly done rendition of Sonoma Raceway, but it's Sonoma Raceway. Five I like, 10 I don't. Assetto Corsa versus PC versus console. Yeah, the PC version is miles better on the PC. Modding and I was talking with a guy at Sonoma Raceway a week ago, and he was like, yeah, I first started off on the console version instead of Corsa, and it just was extremely limited, and then I moved to PC and my eyes were opened. So yeah, it's much better. But boom, we got a win! Whoop whoop! And we got fastest lap. Go figure. So yeah, our fastest lap was a 138.2. And I think they were getting like 137s or 136s from that. So something is broken in qualifying, I think. Because, yeah, so wins, podiums. Boom, back in championship lead with 1 race to go. So I want to see if I can take a look at the statistics for that race. So, calendar? No. Standings. Will it actually show? No, it won't. That's frustrating. What happened? The qualifying is broken. So we're in the final round. So let's see. Progress settings. My career. Nope, not going to show anything. So I think here's where you can also transfer to different championships. That's frustrating. I wanted to see if the stats. Okay, so Long Beach. Final race of the season. Is Project Cars 2 worth buying? Again, you can also check in my review. The question is, what are you looking for? For oval racing and rallycross, content is kind of limited, but actually rallycross has more content than Dirt 4, but Dirt 4 also has rally and other series going for it. But if you're a fan of endurance racing, if you're a fan of lower down open wheel and maybe some higher up open wheel, then you might like it. I'm enjoying it so far, even with some of the issues like AI, and now I'm seeing more and more like low speed physics abnormalities. But yeah, it's pretty solid. Assetto Corsa definitely, I think, would be second in value for content. But then the issue is you have the problem of no rain, no day-night transition, limited racing rules. R Factor definitely is the most fleshed out in terms of day-night, rain, racing rules. I'm excited to see what they're going to be doing with R Factor 2, though, because they're going to be enhancing the weather. They're doing a new online racing system. I think they're going to add custom championships. So there's a lot going for R Factor 2 soon. And in my opinion, it's the best feeling driving sim. But yeah, iRacing gets really pricey. I mean, like, for all the content, it's like $800, maybe close to $1,000 now. This hairpin's going to be interesting with the cars, I think.
Push really hard on the hot lap. You can do it. See if you can grab pole.
We're getting some good laps in, I think. Assetto Corsa modding is pretty darn solid, I'll give it that. .125 lap. So let's do one more lap and then we'll park the car and see how badly the broken qualifying is going to murder us. What flavor I'm using for force feedback? I am using the raw force feedback on my Clubsport wheel. Leo, Project Cars versus Assetto Corsa. I'd say in some elements, Assetto Corsa beats out Project Cars. In some elements, Project Cars beats out Assetto Corsa. In terms of content, features, I'd say go for Project Cars. Force feedback in AC tends to be a little tighter, a little more responsive, so some people like that more. So 125.2. Okay, so let's return to pit box. So 125.2. Let's see how bad they murder me. Skip to end. 118.3. And watch. I'm going to be competitive in the race. Just think about that. So watch, I'm actually going to compete in this race, not be murdered. Whoops. I was beside him. I mean, I was a bit of a dive bomb, but I was side by side with him. He didn't have to use full track. I love the Porsche packs in Assetto Corsa. What Sears going for next? I believe it puts me in the Formula Renault 2.5. So I think that's where the next step on the ladder is. But here's something to consider. I was 7 seconds slower in qualifying. And right now I'm battling for second, or for first. And I'm making a pass on the outside. Or nope, not yet. I'm going to be making a pass for first any second now. Something just doesn't add up with qualifying. Midnight Club. I'd just say that was pure arcade. But it was a lot of fun. Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, dang it. Whoops. That did not go well. I'm going to talk to them about it, but some people said it's a known bug. Thank you, Stanislav. Thank you for the subscribe. Yeah, Midnight Club was lots of fun. I still remember the first couple. Midnight Club 2 was my favorite. Wow, I just got smacked over the line. Come on. There we go. From my testing of the Forza Motorsport 7 demo, force feedback left a lot to be desired. That's the only real concern I have with Forza 7. And then also some minor things like the performance on the, what was it? Performance on my PC had some stuttering and stuff, and also like the lack of practice in qualifying. But that could be because it's just a demo. I don't know if they're going to be adding it this time around. Yeah, look. So I'm reeling this guy in, and I was 7 seconds slower than him in qualifying. But one of the things I love about the PC version of Forza 7 is it supports multiple input devices, so I could legitimately use my Heusinkveld pedals. I did have to adjust them a bit, but I could actually get them to work. So I'm making the pass for the lead. Power!
You're in the first place. Great job. Keep pushing.
Overcooked it. Avoided the tires, though. That's good. That e-tron Quattro. Two laps to go. Or 2.5-ish. Or 4, 5, yeah. 2 laps to go. But yeah, Long Beach is one of my favorite tracks in Project Cars 2. It just feels so nice. Makes those inaccurate tracks, it's like you're wondering, why? Why, when you have such a great track like this, do you have just ones that aren't as well? Batman! Hello, General Bardo. I have no clue what that 12.6 gig patch actually did unfortunately. I might have to look on Reddit or something and maybe a message board. But boom, last lap.
We can win this. Keep it clean and tidy all the way to the flag.
Overcooked again. I'm used to the IndyCar breaking point.
That's the best second sector so far.
Woo! Yeah, got a little squirrely there. Final corner of the championship. Okay, and we are crossing the line, and we have won the championship. Booyah! Okay, I think this calls for some donuts. Whee! Yeah! Okay, skip cooldown lap. We won the race. Had the best... Okay, so they were 10 seconds slower than their qualifying times. 10 seconds slower. Wow. But boom. We have won the championship by 24 or 26 points. But Leo, the issue is that if I turn off the qualifying, I have no chance to make pole. Accoladed, new achievement, and rest on your laurels, new achievement. Whoop whoop. So you've successfully completed this series and can now advance to the next into season. Retry this series from the beginning or try an alternative series in the same bracket if available. Huh. Okay, so now we progress to the World Championship. So you do this, compete for a championship. Rules and regulations. What is my game of the year so far? Oof, that's tricky. Right now, I'd say it's a toss-up between the Settle Course and Project Cars 2 because a lot of the content that they both have. I mean, Project Cars 2 still has some elements of it that are just flat out broken. Like, there's no denying that. But in terms of the content and everything like that, this is definitely, like, up there. So that's the dilemma, because Dirt 4, bit of a disappointment. I mean, it's a solid title, but, oh man, has some problems. I'll give it that. Every title has its own problems. That's what's frustrating. But yeah, I think we're going to save this Formula C World Championship for the next stream. But yeah, definitely like interesting seeing how this championship goes. So we won our first championship in Project Cars 2. And I'm thinking that maybe Tuesday or so I'll do part 2, where we take on the Formula C World Championship. So definitely gonna stay tuned, like have you guys stay tuned. And I think this is gonna be an interesting championship. And hopefully once we beat the World Championship, we'll be able to try out the Formula Renault. So that should be exciting. But guys, thank you very much for watching and putting up with some crazy driving. But hopefully we get more going, and stay tuned. Thanks for watching, guys, and hopefully we will be able to bring you more live streaming soon.